Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Is it even what even date is it? I don't know whether I'm actually even maybe in um the wrong yeah, well the 29th, it's a leap year, yes. So this is the last day of the breathwork challenge. So I just want to go over a few things with you because tomorrow we start with mindfulness meditation and letting go. So, obviously, from the Heal Scotland perspective, this is all about teaching you how to manage your body, how to stay as well as possible, and how to do it for free, primarily, or with a spend shift for sure, making different choices. So, intermittent fasting in January, I cannot bang on enough about the importance of intermittent fasting, especially if you are unwell. It is a key part to healing is not eating at certain times, the 3 hours at night before you go to bed and an hour in the morning. Give the body that space back. And then the breath work. And, there's so many different ways to breathe now that you can also get confused. But what you have to do is you have to try different ones because I can tell you my favourite. Also, if you keep doing the same one, the body will get very good at it. You need to switch it up. So it's really important to cross train with your breath work, cross train with everything, not eating the same foods all the time, working with the seasons, working with the natural cycles of nature. And, I think we're all starting to feel spring is in the air. It's getting lighter, the snowdrops are coming out, the daffodils are coming out, and it's like, right, okay, things are starting to grow. And it's the exact same for us. So we work with these natural cycles. And it's the same with the breath. The more you learn about your body and how to breathe and how to change the tempo of your breath, how to use your breath holds, then you can absolutely 100% change how you feel. You are an alchemist. All that means is you're working with the chemistry of the body. Good morning. How you doing? And you take over the victim consciousness, which is like, why is this happening to me? And go, oh, right, okay, I'll breathe differently. And as soon as I breathe differently, I'll feel different. And as soon as I feel different, I'll think differently. So the idea of think positive when you don't feel very positive, it just doesn't work. The heart and the head have to be in alignment. Now, the interesting thing is, if you're suffering from a lot of stress or anxiety, or if there's a lot of things going on in your life with kids, parents, maybe with your own health, then to calm yourself down, what can be counterintuitive is to go at it with like the Wim Hof breath, for example. And there's lots of different kinds of that. The Tumo breath, where you really are, um, it's a workout, a good, great workout, and that can really calm you down. But conversely, slowing the breath down, which is sometimes a wee bit counterintuitive. It's a bit like forest bathing rather than running through the forest, where you actually do the very opposite. You go into a very calm, alert state and you slow everything down. And maybe, the exercise I'm going to show you is the Buteyko method. Patrick McCowan's a great advocate of that, the oxygen advantage, where you really, really slow the breath down. And very often that is what can make you very calm. And so, how are you going to know? I can tell you what worked for me. I can tell you what mood I'm in, what breath work I like to do. I like the DMT breath works. I like going for it. I like the colours. I love the change in chemistry. But how do you know what is going to work best for you? Because it's your body, you're in it, it's your past that is holding your ancestral stuff, your genes, and we're all different because of that. And that's why, hopefully, over this month, you've learned different ways to do it that you can practice. And again, the Everybody has their favourites, and usually it's because the body, you feel differently, and you're like, "Oh, I like that one works." They all work. Some of it will feel a bit more counterintuitive, a bit more awkward, simply because you're not used to doing them. So what we're gonna do, and it's the same with the coherence breathing, which I've just realised I thought I'd one more day to go, but this is the last day. The coherence breathing, which is very simply 4 in and 4 out, and doing that for 5, 10, 15 minutes. It seems like, well, that's pretty much what I do, except of course it's not. So there's tons of stuff in YouTube, and I really, really encourage you to do your own research. I know people like to be spoon-fed things, but the thing is, a lot of people are trying to sell you something, sell you their way, do it my way, I'm the best, I'm the guru, whatever. And that's giving your power away to somebody else. The best thing that we can all do, and I'm not saying don't go and try, different retreats, different personal one-to-ones, of course, do if you can afford that. But really, there's so much information in YouTube that you can look at and try yourself and find out, right, my body really responded well to that. So it's your body, it's your responsibility. And if you are well enough and awake enough, you can work out what it is that you're going to enjoy. So just start doing it with me. We're just going to really slow the breathing down. Now, if there's anybody who has trouble sleeping, because of course sleep is that other superpower where when you go into when the chemistry starts to change and the melatonin starts to come in and we start to get sleepy at night, meant to be with the light cycles, if we're working with the natural light cycles, then the body automatically goes in to that state and will fall asleep. And then with a good hormonal balance, the body will go into different stages of sleep. And the different stages have different healing properties. And that's when the body restores and repairs. So that's when you get a phenomenal recharge, and that's when a lot of healing will take place. And with so many people suffering from fatigue right now, know that when the body's saying lie down, go to sleep, it's because it's got work to do, it's got healing to do. And we know that. I'm sure if you've ever had a really bad bug or the allergy and you just sleep all the time because the body's healing. So being tired is not always a negative thing. It's telling you, look, I've got work to do. So slowing the breath down at night, getting all your devices out your room, switching everything off, no Wi-Fi around your head, because that's another thing that stresses the body. And then consciously slowing the breath down. So let's start. We'll just do the one where you put the feather under your nose, the virtual feather. Let me get the timer out because we're going to do two different ones. And then we're going to do the 4 minutes to start with. I know we've done this one before. Good morning, Patricia. Good to see you. How are you? So we'll do this 4 minutes. I want you to check in right now how you feel. I'm going to tell you when 1 minute's up, and I want you to count how many breaths you took. And this feather under your nose like this. So it's LSD, Patrick calls it, long, slow and deep. And what you're going for is a little bit of air hunger, which simply means that you want to take a nice big deep breath. Okay, so imagining you've got this feather under your nose, you're trying not to disturb it. Breathing into your diaphragm. That wee octopus gets a wee bit of exercise. Breathing in, then breathing out. Slowly and quietly. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so that's you started. Just count how many breaths you take in and out. In and out counts as one. And if it starts to get super uncomfortable, you're going too slow. Long, slow and deep. Paying really clear attention to what the body's doing, what the mind's doing. If you're not used to breathing really slowly, the mind will be like, I want to breathe, I want to breathe. It just takes a wee bit of practice to get into it. And that's 1 minute. Okay, keep going. Into the diaphragm and then out. Nice and slow. So many benefits to slow breathing. Overriding the program, the pattern. Long, slow and deep. Observing what's happening in your body. How do you feel? And that's 2 minutes. So count again. Into the diaphragm. Smile. Enjoy it. You're an alchemist. And that is 3 minutes. So one more. This is the last one. I'm just counting how many breaths you need to take per minute. Gently, slowly, deeply. Five more seconds. And stop. So how was that? Oh, it's just like hard work, isn't it? So you just take a few nice deep breaths because we're going to do another one, but um, I'm going to get a timer here for me. Yeah. Okay, so let me know how many breaths you were taking per minute. How did it feel? Did it feel awkward? Because you do have to absolutely practice
Ever
that
noticed how some
if
people
you've never
don't seem
done
to
it before. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just trying to get the timer up.
find
If you've never done it before, obviously, it's a wee bit different. Right, here we go. Talk to me, talk to me. How did it feel? How does your body feel now? If you're trying to breathe too slowly, then you might feel it stressful. So again, if you've not done that before, you need to practice it, but it takes 4 minutes. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do coherent breathing. Now, I don't know if you knew, but apparently 20 years ago, or maybe more than that, people used to breathe around 6 per 7 breaths per minute. Brilliant. 3, 4. Wow. Good for you guys. And now we're breathing way, way, way further up there. And obviously, the faster you breathe, and particularly if you're breathing through your mouth, because you've got to learn to breathe through your nose, you need to tape your mouth. Myotape, brilliant. You can wear it, and you can speak, but it'll just automatically keep the mouth closed, because mouth breathing will create more stress, more adrenaline. And I think what we all really need is less stress. But coherent breathing is simply breathing in for 4 and out for 4. So you get 6 breaths per minute. So I'm going to do this with you for 5 minutes. And it sounds really easy, but and it sounds like, well, that's kind of what you do anyway. Well, for me, it does, because I'm also cocky. I always like, I do that. And then you're like, no, you don't. So this puts the heart and the brain into coherence, which of course is really what we want to do. So there's no stress involved. There is no doing it too slow, doing it too fast. It's simply equalising the breath in and out. And I'm going to put this on so you can hear it. And we'll just do it together. In and out. In and out. In and out. And in. And out. In. And out. In. You can do it in through the nose and out through the mouth. So it's you. I'm doing in and out through the nose. Smile. Pay attention to how you feel. Feel the body getting lighter and lighter. Feel the cells expand. As the blood starts to flow freely, changing your pH. Stimulate the vagus nerve. Massaging all the organs in the body as you lift the diaphragm up. You can count to keep the mind busy. find your attention wandering, you can just speak. You can say, I am healing, I am healing, I am realigning, I am realigning, I am realigning. It's only 5 minutes. And just becoming aware. Find this easy. Are you struggling with the out breath or the in breath? What is it? Just really learning about where you need to work. This is a workout because you're changing things. In, in, in. Really feel that belly rising up. So many things happening right now. Empty your mind.
That's 5 minutes.
There we go. That's 5 minutes of breathing 6 times per minute. So just take some nice, but you might feel yourself a wee bit lightheaded. Feel the energy. Feel, feel, feel. Heal, heal, heal. So these are so simple. As a lot of the good stuff is. And, never let the simplicity of a technique fool you into not fully understanding the power of it when you practice it daily. So you do a 4-minute exercise there and a 5-minute exercise. If you go onto YouTube and go to take a deep breath, he actually has a timer that you can do that for an hour. So you imagine for a full hour, you've gone down to 6 breaths per minute. Now, personally, for my personality, I like guided because my mind is a monkey and it jumps all over the place. What he does, Rick Rubin, which is really, really interesting. Morning, Fee. Thank you. It takes you into a meditative state, exactly, Patricia. And that's what we're going to be doing for the next month. We're going to be doing meditation, mindfulness, and letting go. Because as you know, the thing that really helped me break free from a lot of my stupidity and victim thinking and taking things personally and vengefulness and complaining, blaming, and shaming was letting go. So when we can add in these things, so just keep your intermittent fasting going, get a 1 minute, 478, 4 minutes feather breath, 5 minutes coherent breathing. Utilize the power of alchemy. That has now impacted your microbiome. It's changed your chemistry. It's been a workout. Your blood will start to flow differently. Your HRV will have changed. It's so incredible. I'm going to start to demonstrate this for you. When we have the healing centre, I'll be able to show you clearly how you impact your HRV. Now, people always want to know, how long have I got to do it for? Because they want to do it as little as possible to get the result. And so that 5 minute, if you do that every single day for 2 years, you're going to notice you've retrained your body. We know that true healing can take years. It just takes time, I'm sorry. Once I find a way to shortcut it, you'll be the first to know. But getting rid of candida, fungus, viruses, flukes, worms, parasites, etc. in the body, you have to have patience. And you have to tend your garden. That's a really simple way, I'm sure you'll agree. Cut out the food that 3 hours at night, coherent breathing for 5 minutes a day. Most of us can do that. And then when you need, if you have an issue with the body, if there's a problem, if you get a diagnosis, a prognosis, then you have the tools because you want to learn this stuff when you don't need it. So that if you do need it, you're like, right, okay, now I know what to do. I'll rein in my protocols, I'll rein in my understanding. And what I'm going to be doing a lot of next month is visualization as well, how the power of your imagination to change your own chemistry. And with in our culture, it's like, oh, your head's in the clouds. It's all in your imagination. No understanding that that's another superpower. So, thank you all for joining in. Remember, I'm in Inverness this weekend with Julie and Jennifer, Lorna. I shouldn't have started naming them because it's Susie, Haven Healing House, and Sandra and Lynn from Lynn Breckcroft. I'm very, very excited to be up there. It's a total powerhouse of information and experience. It's experiential 2 days that we've created for you, and we've been taken around the country. It's absolutely, I know, Patricia, it's a shame you can't come. It's just been a phenomenal, an absolute joy. You met such amazing people, and so many amazing healers in these areas all over our country. There's tons of brilliant stuff happening. And we just need to take part. It's now the time for action is getting called for. Women are standing up. Dalai Lama said it, the change is coming through Western women, and that's certainly how it appears to me. So we need to learn how to change our chemistry and how to manage our emotions and how to make other people feel great instead of bad and hopeless. It's up to us to really work on ourselves because we can't change people out there. We have to work on our own selves. And remember, April, we've got a phenomenal lineup festival in Tarbert, festival in Skye, and then our own very special immersion retreat in Loch Allen, where you can come for 4 days and be immersed in this kind of stuff, the latest technology, and really learn how the body works and be free. Be free from suffering. That's really ultimately be free from fear, be free from the monkey mind. Learn how to manage your cells. So please, please share this message for me. I cannot do this on my own. I need you all to help. We're going to be, the festivals are fun. I'm a big proponent, as most of you who know me is, of fun. Dancing, singing, comedy, laughing. These are the things, community, that help us to heal. This is how we do it together. And there's been so much division, and I'm sure I can still feel it. People think I'm a lunatic. It's still there. But we have to really come inside and just go, follow your heart. Your heart will never ever lie to you. It can't. But it takes courage to stand in your power and stand up for what you believe in when everybody else is telling you you're mad, you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're this, you're that. You have to just be able to take that in the chin, take the criticism and just go, "Well, it's not personal, it's about how they're feeling." If people are criticising and being nasty to you, it's because of how they're feeling. It's got nothing to do with you. So don't take things personally. But we'll be diving into that stuff over this next month, the month of March. Spring is in the air, people, and we have the power. We are the power. If you know anybody in Inverness that's going to be bored this weekend, send them a link to the events. Tarbert in April, Loch Allen in April, and then Skye in April. And then, of course, all the proceeds of everything that I do is going towards the Healing Centre to turn our health trajectory around, to educate our people and anybody who's interested in all the things that they can do for free to help their cells. So I really need your help to spread the word because this is going to be a groundswell of people helping people. Tell me all the people in your area that are doing amazing stuff. I want to talk to them. Podcasts. It's cool to embrace. I'm in the loony. Lead with the heart. Exactly, Fee. We are all, and that's what's lovely about getting together. You realise there's other people that are like, we need to change this. We cannot complain and blame about the government and about the NHS and all about our systems, our justice system, which is no get justice in it anymore. None of they're all crumbling, these systems, and maybe they had to, but we need to, our whole heart of our communities, which used to be the pubs where you went, you met all your friends and got your music. But what can we create? And I love Zach Bush, when he says we need to get pulled by a vision of the future rather being pushed by the pain from the past. Now, we are getting pushed by the pain from the past, a lot of us, but we can change that, let go of that, and focus in on where we want to go. It is such an exciting time to be alive, and there is so much potential for us. So, yeah, share, share, share. Come to the festivals. And if you can take any flyers and any posters, if you can help me in any way to get this money for this healing centre. And as I say, we're going to be in Skye for 2 months. And the great thing, you're going to be able to access all the technology. And then I'm looking at somewhere, in the Central Belt, I don't know where yet, to have a day centre where people can come on a daily basis and access all our incredible equipment, energy medicine, which truly does no harm, and all the things that you can do to help yourself, because you have to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility. Anyway, enough about that. Have a brilliant day and happy end of February. And I will see you tomorrow with the start of our mindfulness, meditation, and letting go month. Huge love. Ciao.